We continue to follow the breaking news coming from the Vatican this morning. Pope Francis has formally approved blessings for same-sex couples, saying that gay couples should not be subject to, quote, exhaustive moral analysis to get those blessings.
So according to the Vatican, the doctrine regarding marriage does not change, and the blessing does not signify approval of the same-sex unions. It means couples can request a church blessing even if their situation as a couple is, quote, irregular, and that the ordained minister can consent to that blessing as a gesture of pastoral closeness. But clergy must still avoid any elements that, quote, remotely resemble a marriage rite.
The Vatican stressing the importance of this doctrine, saying it's the first published declaration by Holy See in 23 years. The Associated Press is reporting, quote, that this new document repeats the condition and elaborates on it, reaffirming that marriage is a lifelong sacrament between a man and a woman, and it stresses that blessings in questions must be non-liturgical in nature and should not be conferred at the same time as a civil union using set rituals or even with the clothing and gestures that belong in the wedding. Again, that from the Associated Press. The Vatican, the Pope, the Catholic Church as a whole not supporting gay marriage here, just offering blessings for Catholics who are gay.
Yeah, still keeping their stance here that marriage is between a man and a woman. Jeanette Hoffman joins us as well for the discussion. What do you make of this? This is something that we haven't seen in decades coming from the Roman Catholic Church.
I think this is the church trying to appeal to a younger base, a more modern base. They're not going to go as far as to endorse same-sex marriage because that would obviously turn off the older generation of Catholics. But it's interesting to me what this Pope is doing in the Middle East, in Israel, where, you know, Israel is the only country in the Middle East that is accepting of the LGBTQ community. And yet the Pope has been so critical of Israel, calling for peace in the Middle East and condemning Israel more so than Hamas. So, you know, it's almost a little contradictory in messaging there. And Israelis are very upset with the Pope being involved there.
Well, just staying on that perspective, again, it's different from what you see on your screen, but you know, the calls for a ceasefire from the Pope, the fact that he would like to see the IDF not using some of the tactics that they have before, how is that responded to by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu? Is he looking for the Pope for guidance on that?
I don't think so. I think the Prime Minister understands what his mission is there. Listen, Hamas is trying to eliminate Israel. They don't want Israel to exist. And Netanyahu knows he needs to eliminate Hamas. Otherwise, he will be attacked in Israel again and again, over and over by Hamas. People will be killed. They will be raped. What's going on there is an act of terror by Hamas. And frankly, the Pope should stay out of it.
All right. Jeanette Hoffman joining us with her thoughts. Thank you very much for doing so.